first date. She stood in the mirror for hours, poring over every detail of her makeup and hair. She almost convinced herself she passed. Almost. The brow was still wrong. The hairline was too high, but it was good enough, right? It had to be. She looked at her phone. She had 10 minutes until he said he would pick her up. Her hands trembled with fear and excitement. She took one last look in the mirror. "You've got this, Elena," she told herself. Her voice was soft, but she could still practice more. She had practiced enough. She transitioned just 4 months ago. She kept up with her coursework, but this had taken priority for her. She could retake the classes. She only had one life to be herself. She had struggled with this choice for years, but she knew she could never transition back home. Her parents wouldn't accept it. Not that they were bigots. They just had plans for the son. She had her own plans. She grabbed her purse and straightened her dress as she opened the door of her apartment. Deep breaths. She checked her phone. "Pulling in now," he texted. "God, can I really do this?" She surprised herself with her newfound confidence. She stood at the entrance to her building, pinching the edges of her clothes compulsively. A black Charger pulled up with heavily tinted windows. She flushed with the overwhelming amount of emotions. The window lowered. He looked like he did on the app. His chin strong and his features sharp. He was thin, with curling black hair that framed his face. "Elena?" he asked, his voice deeper than she expected. "Nice to meet you, Charlie, right?" Her voice came out rough and deeper than she wanted. Her confidence sank like an anchor, pulling her into the sea of her insecurities. He smiled, though if he was bothered by her voice, he didn't show it. "Come around and get in. Is the plan still Tony's?" "That's the plan unless you know somewhere better," she said. His smile set her back on solid ground. The door handle clicked awkwardly as she pulled it open. She paused as she saw the interior. Cans, mostly soda, some beer, cluttered the floorboard. The seat was well-worn leather. She moved back an inch instinctively. "Come on, get in, babe." He flashed that smile again. Maybe it was the nerves, but she got in despite herself. She noticed it at the last second. The door swung closed. The interior passenger's door handle was gone. She tried to stop it from closing. Click. Too late. He already locked the door. Before she could scream, the car ripped out of the parking lot. "I got you, faggot." He laughed with sick satisfaction. She only had one chance. He was distracted by his victory. She slid her right hand into her purse as he laughed in her face. One smooth motion. The revolver pointed at his gaunt face. "No, I..." Bang. Bang.